welcome to my channel. My name is Michelle. Today I just want to talk about this whole WIP problem. We always want to start more WIPs, don't we? I know I do. I realized that I have several WIPs in the background that I haven't finished and I do want to get them done. So I've been coming up with an idea of how I can do that. I realized that there's a couple project, like small details that need to be completed in order to have them actually officially done. They're like practically done. Those are the ones I'm going to focus on first because they're going to take the shortest amount of time. 2 cardigans that just need pockets. Oh, I have an afghan that I made a little sun applique that I just need to sew on, and then that's done. Yesterday I finished a border on one of my afghans from like December and it's now May. So it kind of sat around for a while and it felt so good to just get that done, and it didn't even take that long. All I did was a double crochet border. So this is the afghan. It's literally gonna cover a queen mattress. I don't know the measurements, but I did lay it out on the queen and it fits perfectly. But so here's my border. Hopefully you can see that. I'm sorry the lighting's not perfect, but I just decided to go with the gray border, and it's just it turned out fine. It's really simple. I recently kind of got on a cardigan kick. I had made afghans for a really long time and I just decided that I wanted to make more wearables, and so far I have completed 2 hexa cardigans. This is from hobby.com or hobby.com, and it is called the Horizon Hexa Cardigan, and it's a free pattern. It worked up really nice, and the yarn that I used was Karen Cakes. Oh, I think it was called Cookie Crumble. I'll put that link in the description box below. So this cardigan is the first hexa cardigan that I made. I did a video on how to get it started to do the 2 hexagons. I'll put a link for that. And then I just used the sunburst granny square, and I put it on the arms and then on the back. And then I just put some double crochets to kind of extend the width. Started like my eyeball panel. I'm working on the second panel right now, and it's just basically a square with an eyeball in the middle. And then so I'm working on my second panel, and then I'm going to add the sleeves. Eyeball pattern is from Pixel on Etsy. I did purchase that pattern, and I found a bunch of patterns in this cardigan book on my Kindle that I wanted to work through. I thought that if I made some of those, that would teach me a lot. I know there are so many free patterns online. I just really appreciate like a pattern that has been tested and edited and no ads. I really appreciate that. So I know there's a lot of free patterns online, but it can just suck up so much time. And so when I find a book that has a lot of patterns in it that I like, I don't mind spending a couple dollars on that, and I am pretty happy with the outcome so far. And I have like 2 granny square afghans that I started, and I haven't gotten very far on them at all. Okay, so I actually have 3 sets of granny squares I'm working on. I'm going to show you. This is going to be a free pattern on my blog. This is my marvelicious granny square that I came up with. I'm thinking of doing like pinks and purples and maybe some off-white type colors, and just kind of do like a patchwork afghan with those. I think that would be really pretty. So I have a few started. The next set, these are from Crochet 365 Knit 2. I'll put a link to her blog, but these are a free pattern on her blog. So that's going to be an afghan, and it's going to be 4 different flower colors. And then I've only made Well, actually, I made a lot of the circles so far, but I haven't finished very many like full squares. But this is that like ice cream sandwich, Oreo cookie sandwich type granny square. It's 3D, so I'm gonna finish that one. That one is kind of like in the background. So those are my next projects, and I told myself that I wasn't gonna do like a bunch of Afghans, but I have 3 going. So anyway, I'm not very far on any of them, so those will be going for a while. I'll let you know how that goes. Those are my works in progress right now, and hopefully you have lots of good stuff going too. Let me know what you're working on. And if you have any good ideas, I have lots of yarn. I went to Joann's, and I went to Michael's, and I went to Hobby Lobby when I was out of town because we don't have anything like that here, and so I went ahead and got stocked up for a while. So I think I should be good for a minute on yarn. Oh, yeah, I got some really fun colors, like some Yarn for Brains colors, like that match my logo. And they are by, guess who? They're by Big Twist. They're Big Twist. And Hirschner's is gonna be carrying this coming up, so I can get some more. In regards to keeping your WIPs under control, like, I think the ones that are closest to being done, knock those out and just get them out of the way. And the ones that are farthest, that are going to take up the most time, go last. And obviously, if they're out of control, try not to start more. But I think that's unrealistic. I think it's a good idea to write down your ideas. If you can't start it right away, or if you just know you have too many and you need to take it easy on that. But I am totally guilty of just starting a new one because I have this idea and I do want to get it out and in progress and see if it's even gonna like be a thing. Sometimes it is and sometimes it isn't. So I think that's okay. I mean, I don't think it's okay to like invest a lot of time in a project and then to just like have it like 3/4 of the way done and then just put it in the closet. Like, I don't think that's very good. I'm sure it happens. Like I almost did that with that Afghan. It did take me a long time, but I didn't because I thought that if I did put that away like that it would never get done, and that's a lot of time already invested. So I think that the outcome is a lot more satisfying when you actually can get that project done. So don't waste that much time. Like, if you only have like maybe 1/4 of the project done and you are over it completely, then I would definitely say frog it and get your yarn back and do something else. I mean, ultimately it's personal preference. Some people are perfectly fine with putting it away and then like taking it out years later. That's just not something that I see myself doing. Not to say that I will never, because you never know. But I was watching this girl on YouTube and she pulled out projects that were like 3/4 of the way done, and I'm talking these were very intricate, a lot of detail. Like, she must have put in so much time and she wasn't done, and I totally get like getting tired of it. I just thought it was, but she's bringing it out and she's doing it, and so that's awesome, and it's better late than never, and that's amazing. It would be so sad for it to like never get done, but you know, life gets busy and I totally get that. And this is just extra. I have spent a lot of time like watching and practicing like decluttering. I've been like, I really like watching casts from the Clutterbug, and I really just try to keep my house in order so that I don't have to feel guilty when I spend time on my crochet projects. I don't like when I'm sitting there crocheting feeling like, oh, I should have vacuumed, or I should be vacuuming and there's laundry or whatever. So I just try really hard to stay on top of these things and do a little bit every morning, like make sure I move the laundry, make sure I move the dishes, and of course like the essential things that really need to get done. And this has helped me to free up more time to crochet. I have been wanting to spend more time on my videos and my channel, so if you have subscribed, I just want to thank you so much. And also, if you haven't subscribed, I would totally appreciate it. And I want to be able to share my journey with you, and I'm hoping that I can bring some value and some lessons that I've learned to you along the way. I have a video that I talk about things that I wish I would have learned sooner in my crochet journey, or mistakes that I made and how I've corrected them. And so if you're interested in seeing that, I will link that below. And thank you for tuning in today. It's so great to be with you. Please subscribe and hit that bell. And leave me some comments. Let me know what you're working on, and if there's anything that you would like to see on this channel. If you have questions, or if there's something that you want to learn how to make, let me know, and maybe I can tell you or help you. So I'm looking forward to hearing from you and seeing your comments. I'll be watching for them. Thanks again, and remember, every stitch is a stitch towards something amazing.